what to do. What? Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, that's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water. I was hoping you'd say that. Thanks ever so much. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? That's all right. I'm sure it doesn't...
I'm in no hurry to leave.
I've been here so long. You be plentiful. The room's at your left.
Press on. There's much needs doing.
Nattering all day is tiring work.
Such quietude is a blessing.
I'm sure I can handle this. Quite
Can't help but talking over. When I'm here.
All the best taste.
We have aught we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
There's much
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
A chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fire.
We're better prepared than we might have hoped.
No one's going to aid a poor... Let me think on this a moment.
Pray, follow me.
An unsettled mind.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again, Arisen? Just one more time? Thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Well, the grown-ups are saying it's gotten worse. Now lots of people who live nearby are falling sick. The priests have been treating everyone as best they can, but there's nowhere near enough medicine to go round. I want to help them, but I'm not sure what I can do. Apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some more medicine, Arisen? Oh, thanks, Arisen. What would we do without you? I'll talk to the priests in the meantime, see if there's anything useful I can do.
Now we've need of medicine. We can purchase it at shops, or make some ourselves by combining the ingredients.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet. Fair enough.
Suppose I can finish it tomorrow.
There's no way out of this.
Can't expect to fare so well every day.
Oh, wait till the new equipment's coming.
What should I get up to today?
Not to look forward to, but a long day of work.
We are never truly alone.
Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
Pray, take this. Heaven...
I'm not leaving till you take it. So,
Clean and tidy. What else needs doing?
Surely things half done. A moment's rest.
Wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit.
So tired. I'd kip just about anywhere. Should I get up to today?
Today's the day I get swept off my feet.
Can't make a living if I get myself injured.
Little happiness is all I ask of life.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid. Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should...
'Tis a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
I fear I've much to attend to. I fear I've much to attend to.
Sir, ought you not be in? 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I have the privilege of serving as abbess here. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients. Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we cannot afford to run out of. You would procure it yourself. I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some miasmite? The slums are a bane to the body's humors, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but where your aid is most appreciated, sir.
Tell is, miasmite can be harvested from phantoms, monsters that wander the world at night.
Yes, sir. Ah, forgive me. If that's not the case, you will have to...
Can't say I've any tidings.
Whatever am I to do?
Is it true you're the Arisen?
What to do?
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Say, I've noticed you... Let me think on this a moment.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
Oh, sir, if you please, pray excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble maid in service to a noble household. Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. You cannot imagine my relief. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet...
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
feel a sight better once I've had my dinner.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Can't remember the last time.
Not that this war ever happens here, anyhow.
Why is this not selling? This is a fine thing.
Hour for prayer is still not come.
I don't feel safe here.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. You've my gratitude. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. But in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you care to accompany me? As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived. An unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. Yet, the family had not the money for the medicine he required. So, he was put into our care. Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
Psst! You there! Help me! Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now he's... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... Gah... Something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the Abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below. Which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see. And yet, a part of me is afeard for them.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the Abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the Abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. You've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the Abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the Sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the Abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds. How might we enter the basement sick room?
Might I beg but a moment?
Just remember, I've somewhere to go. I've never heard such nonsense. I end up feeling weary even after this day of
To be something fun to do.
Oh, tell me, I haven't got any fleas.
stock up on the basics. Flowers, salt.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I haven't seen my husband in some time. You wouldn't happen to know what's become of him, would you, sir?
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me back to full health. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I miss that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
Elena? Ah, yes. The Abbess of the Gracious Hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But you see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then, in the end, I survived. But methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there. And once, I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about him. They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter, and always a night, as I recall.
How can he be so cold? Where are we to go if not our own homes?
Do be quick, I fear my...
We have found a material.
Well, I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Not half bad.
The solution eludes me, but I'm certain there is one.
Interested in my wares? A hard day's work is still
Time to be heading.
Can't remember the last time my pockets were look.
I pray this harvest is a plentiful one.
Time to be heading.
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents.
Suppose I can finish it tomorrow.
What did I do to deserve this?
Not my kind of place, this.
Somehow my feet always carry me.
Something good will come of today. I just know you to press on.
Lots to do, and precious little time. Can't expect to fare so well every day.
Almost nodded off for a moment there.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phaesus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phaesus. What could his aim be, I wonder?
What's your problem? Stay away from me.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
I'd spend my life here last night scuffle.
I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry very much.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, where it possible.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table. One can never be too careful.
Stomach's complaining.
This place gives me an ill feeling.
Must be air better.
You're always good for a laugh.
Might I beg but a moment of your time?
Oh, someone help me. Oh.
Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment. I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? What? I don't like the sound of that. Do you think... Could I trouble you to look into this as well? Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw before coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. He's staying in the rest town. Pray, sir, do what you can. I must know.
Methinks we would do well to bring this medicine to Sir Radcliffe, the doctor over in the rest town.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? These look like records of treatment. Johann and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago, fit as a pair of fiddles. I recall them being especially meek to the abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to ask more of you, perhaps you would speak to them in my stead?
The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey.
Sometimes all you need
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Gotta take opportunities as they come, I say.
I swear I've never slept better.
Need anything? Need anything? Many thanks.
Have we any gold left after that extravagance?
Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are so... Too many exciting methods of combat to be tried. Do come again.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Might as well hang about. I'm in no rush.
Reckon your road's been... Trade towns can make you right sick of crowd. But here, at least, you'll find a bit of pleasure doing business with you. Come on. Reckon your road trade towns can make you right sick of crowd. But here, at least, pleasure doing business with you.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
I'm tired. Barely slept a wink.
Unbelievable.
Barely scraping by.
I don't believe I had any visitors today. Begone! I have no hospitality to extend toward one bereft of decorum.
Aye? In need of a doctor, are you? What's this you're giving me? Oh, I see. You want me to run some sort of test on this? Determine what manner of substance 'tis? Interesting. Well, you've certainly piqued my curiosity. Whatever your reasons, I'll take a look. Naturally, I'll need a bit of time with it. Come back again in... oh, I don't know. Later.
I don't think I'll stand for this.
What was it I had to do?
Need anything? It's been a hard day. Wait till your equipment's coming.
Stomach's complaining. I'll have an egg.
Looking to gain entry to Myrddin's Manor, are you? Good. First, he'll sweep you a look from head to toe. Then he'll ask that how you present yourself when visiting someone and slam the door in your face. That ponce. You'd think he'd know not to expect noble manners from us common folk. Looking to gain entry to Myrddin's Manor, are you? Good luck. First, he'll sweep you a look from head to toe. Then he'll ask, that ponce. You'd think...
There are few places
Nothing wrong with filching for survivor.
Haven't got it. Bah, things will sort themselves out.
Let me think on this a moment. Want some in a real battle? I'll prove my worth.
What shall I do, sir?
I'm unsure how best to proceed.
Interested in my wares?
Preparations fill out anyway.
Oh, my training routine.
A mug of ale is just
Got to make hay while the sun shines.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
Ah, there you are. You've come at a good time. I've just finished running those tests. I must ask, where did you acquire that concoction? 'Tis a fell thing you got there. To be plain, 'tis more poison than physic. It has the potential to heal one's ailment, certainly. But only if they could survive long enough, which isn't likely. Worse still, it has addictive properties that are likely to cause the patient to become dependent on its deadly effects. I say patient, but I should hope whoever made this did not intend it as a method of treatment. You'd have to be well and truly mad to attempt such a thing.
It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
Done near enough for questions.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Luck can only get you so far.
We're done for.
I cannot take that.
Laundry.
Is autumn this year?
Reckon I could rest any of these lumps in a scrape.
I've not an inkling of what to do.
I'm sure I can handle this.
Wonder if anyone quite knows Irish training. Pick up a few things for supper.
Nothing more pathetic than begging for your life. Give me a moment to think.
There's no hope to be found. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? Welcome.
Might as well take a look while you're here. Need anything? Stop by again soon.
My body's not forgiving me.
Same as the one afore.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
My body's not forgiving me for last night's scuffle.
dead
I'm
goods.
scarce if my hair stand up
Sharp
these
as
days.
this.
I can but trust my city.
I'm done for!
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Am I? There was a patient man.
Is there aught I can help you with, sir? Oh, if you're looking for Lubomir, his condition deteriorated to the point that he had to be moved to the basement sick room. He's not allowed visitors, I'm afraid, not even family. Even we're not allowed to go see him. No need to worry, though. The Abbess is tending to him personally. She'll nurse him back to full health, I'm sure of it. What are you doing? Unhand me this instant.
Many thanks for your assistance in this matter. Elena is being questioned as we speak. Suffice to say, your testimony, combined with the evidence you've procured, have cast a great deal of suspicion upon the Abbess that she isn't like to shake. Pray have this, sir. 'Tis your reward for aiding us in our duty to this city.